Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls from around the world, we are live. Not your normal voice here tonight. I am Alex Feith. I am on the call tonight. I was tasked by the big boss man, Dayton Weiss himself, to fill in. From what little research I did, it seems like you normally have Josh Hall. No idea where Josh is at, but you're stuck with me. So hopefully you enjoy the ride. Let's go over your starting grid. Leading him to the green in the number 91 live wire Evernham styled scheme. Already my favorite paint of the night. Big Evernham guy here is Jonathan Jennings. Outside of him in the 98 Goodwrench machine is Jamie Horn. Leading in third is Steve Gerber. Outside of him, John Smith, Adam Thompson running at your top five. Steve Buonomo in the 9 machine. Going to make up that third row. Tyler Mullett, Kevin Powell, 7th, 8th, 9th. Lucas Edwards running out the top 10 is Christopher Simon. 11th is Justin McMahon. 12th is Eric Warman. 13th, Mark Dumont. Bill Gentry, 14th. Michael Dow, 15th. Richard Leclerc in 16th. Daniel Wilkerson, 17th. Gary Armigio in that number 7 LSU Tigers machine. Gonna lead him off in 18th. 19th, Jeremiah Stutzman. Outside of him, Jason Ross in that 00 machine. 21st. Oh, I did not change the grid. My bad. 21st, Kevin Brown. Outside of him, not making the start, is Jeffrey Engel in the 89 machine. 90 laps the distance. Decent little gap. 2/10 to separate the top 10 in qualifying. But short run speed does not matter compared to the long run. Going into this completely blind. Don't know anything about these folks, so let's I'm excited to see how these guys race. I come from a long time broadcasted league on Intensity Thunderstruck Super Series, where we run short tracks and whatnot. A little unfamiliar with this big car, big track stuff, even though to these big car guys, Rockingham is a short track. But the pace car is off. That means we got to do one thing. We got to kick the tires and light the fires. Green flag. These Gen 4 cars with the nose high and hunting down in the turn 1 to get that splitter down on the ground. These cars are set up and digging. Jamie Horn going to lead them to the green. Going to take the lead from the outside line. Have some racing throughout the field, looking high, looking low throughout the field. Lap number 1 is going to belong to Jamie Horn. We'll look a little deeper in the field. We got cars. Oh! Broadcaster's curse. The 76 loses as soon as I click on them. A couple other cars dropping back. Kevin Powell looks like having issues as well. We're going to have a caution. Unsure what the cause of... Oh, there is damage in the 93. Let's, since I don't have an event for it, we're just going to do it the dirty way and rewind the live view. Unsure where that nose damage came from. Unsure the cause of that caution, but we had one. Looks like Justin McMahon going to take the DuPont. I guess this is the Flame Gordon car. Going to take that down pit road. 3 sets of tires land. Unsure on This is opener fix set. Didn't ask that question. I probably should have. somebody in the chat could let me know that information. Let's see, he is topping off on fuel to maybe fudge some runs. 93 coming down. Looks like he's going to take... He's going to fix that damage. No, he is taking tires. We're going to get some of that damage popped out on the nose of that 93 machine. 3 laps complete. Come to complete number 4. Been a minute since I called some of this big track stuff. I'm used to places like Five Flags, Hickory, the Bullring, Oxford Plains. The Rockingham is a super speedway in my world. Lights are off of the pace car. We're going to send him a green here shortly. Kevin Powell back on track. Looks like he got a little bit of that damage fixed. Not much of the damage fixed. I lied. Horn Jennings going to lead him to the green. The roles are reversed. Let's see if Jennings can make the pass on the high side. Repeat what Horn did to him on the initial start. Big jump from Horn. Leaves him sleeping. Looks like the 91 potentially misses a shift. 8 going to slide into the second spot. Oh, we have a caution already. Lucas Edwards having some issues. Let's take a look at it, shall we? Oh, gets tagged. Swap City. The 7 goes around. May have stuttered on the start a little bit there and cost him. Kevin Powell back in pit road to get some more of that damage fixed in the 93 machine. No damage vehicle policy on iRacing, so he has plenty of time to get all that he wants fixed, as long as he stays on the lead lap. Top 5 after 7 is Horn, Gerber, Jennings, Thompson, Smith, Buonomo in the 9, rounding out that third row. Tyler Mullett in that Ford Quality Care Service Dale Jarrett-esque scheme with the Bill Elliott number on it. Another good looking ride in that I've spotted. Christopher Simon in that Shoney's machine. That is the presenting sponsor tonight. Bill Gentry in the Napa 4. Mark Dumont in the Freightliner 114. Michael Dow in the 50 with that Celsius ride. A lot of good looking paint schemes tonight. Jamie Horn going to take the, looks like he's going to take the top on the choose. Here we go. Pace car is going to make that hard left-hand turn in just a moment. Horn, Gerber going to lead him to the green. Horn with a great jump that last time. Not able to do anything with it due to the early caution. Gerber looking to maybe crack one off here on this restart. Horn with a big lead on the outside. Huge jump. Already out to almost a half a second lead. Really asleep there on the inside line. Going to let him sneak off to... the gap is closing. Gerber going to rip the lip here at Rockingham. Kind of avoid the bumps. You go in the cockpit, you can get an idea how rough this place is. Kind of ride the wave. Lots of wheel movement, trying to keep this thing in the correct direction. Maybe the gyro cam will give you. Oh, here's Steve Gerber taking the lead. As I'm trying to give you an idea of how wavy this track is. A little slide there from the 98 machine. If you run that high side, it is a little bit smoother. 91 of Jonathan Jennings driving around the 98 machine for second. Horn, not much success here in the early going, but this track is very abrasive on tires. Could be saving a little Goodyear rubber for the end. Thompson fourth. John Smith fifth. Buo Nomo. I'm going to mess that up about 14 times right into this. Still in the sixth spot. Let's look through the field. Pretty spread out. I click on Lucas Edwards again and he almost loses it. I'm going to stop going to him. Pretty even gap here early. Click off some green flag laps here. Here comes Jennings challenging Gerber for the lead. Pretty even that last lap. Fastest lap of the race belongs, in the early stages here, belongs to Gerber. Jennings running an alternate line to the 8 machine, trying to find any kind of ground he can. 16 complete. On to lap 17. Little Hornets nest brewing back here for the 12th spot. Ross, Gentry, and Dumont in their own little pack here. Separated by about 3/10. Lucas Edwards making a move on the 28 machine of Wilkerson. McMahon in the picture as well, looking to cross him up, do the same. Not able to capitalize on the misfortune. Looking high. Back up front we go. Gerber, Jennings, nose to tail. Jennings to the inside. Gerber to the out. Jamie Horn in the picture as well. New leader at the line will be the number 91 machine of Jonathan Jennings. Gerber second. Horn third. 19 down, 20 down. Lap 21. Gerber banging doors down the backstretch. A nice sight to see in the rear view of the 91 machine, as while these two are beating and banging and scrapping for second. It's giving him a chance to open the gap. But that battle has subsided. The 98 has overtaken the 8 in turn 2. 8 looks like he's not done. And then the side of the track finds some clean air, make a move. But here comes the 71 machine of Adam Thompson throwing his hat in the ring for the third spot. 22 complete. In the top 4 is a barn burner. Thompson in that number 71 Reese's Kevin Harvick-esque 71 machine. .23 complete. Battle for the 10th spot. Heating up Mark Dumont, Jason Ross. Other than that, pretty spread out. These guys still duking it out for the third spot. John Smith, however, about a second back, patiently watching and waiting. 6th, Stephen Buonomo. 7th is Christopher Simon. Tyler Mullet in 8th. 9th, Eric Warman. Good looking car. Jason Ross in the 00 has gotten around the 114 of Mark Dumont. Bill Gentry in 12th. Lucas Edwards up to 13th, making the pass. Oh no, Justin McMahon battling it out here with Edwards for the 13th spot. Danny Wilkerson in the 28 machine in 15th. Gary Armigio hanging tough in that battle damage LSU Tigers number 7. Kevin Brown in the Drake's Garage Bumblebee-esque 33 machine. Jeremiah Stutzman in the 87 Viagra car running in 18th. Richard Leclerc in the 117 Miller Lite machine. Michael Dow in the Celsius 50 in 20th. Kevin Powell has parked it in 21st. Jeffrey Engel still not making the start. Jennings still your leader, however, half a second over Horn. Gerber and Thompson still duking it out. 28 complete. These two not able to pull away from each other. John Smith closing the gap, though. He's down to just 0.6 of a second. Not much change up here. Both their last laps were a 24:35, dead even. Jennings with a 38 to Horn's 30 or 45 that time, pulling away ever so slightly. Got a bit of a pack here. That's Simon, Waterman, Buonomo, and Mollet here. That is 6th through 9th. Warman taking a peek underneath the 27 of Simon. Down the backstretch they go side by side. Drag race into 3 and 4. Warman is going to pass Simon. Looks like he is going to complete the last slide up. That 6th position belongs to the 31 machine. Check in back up front. It is still Jennings by 0.7. Clicking off about a 1/10 of a lap faster than Horn. should be coming up on green flag pit stops here very shortly, I'm assuming. 75% fuel. I'm not sure what a fuel run is. But the tire fall off is starting to show. Fastest laps in the very beginning were 23:66 from Jonathan Jennings. And he is now running a 24:51, almost a second fall off after 34 laps. About a second fall off throughout the field. As that is the 50 of Michael Dow going a lap down. Curious to know what a green flag run is like. Steve Gerber dropping all the way back to 6th, duking it out with Warman and Simon here. Potentially using a little too much rubber too early. Having some fall off issues. Out. The closest battles on the track, Kevin Brown, Gary Armigio. Gerber under fire from Simon. Other than that, everyone's pretty well spread out. Almost a second gap between everybody. Bill Gentry down on pit road. Looks like he may be starting the green flag cycle or cutting it short. Maybe the fuel window could be open for all I know. We'll see how many people go down and when they go down, if they're going to run this tank dry so they have fuel for a green-white checker. Right now it is Jonathan Jennings putting on a clinic. Kevin Brown, Wilkerson, Armigio, door to door. Armigio looking to make the pass on the 33 machine on the high side. 33 hanging tough on the bottom. Here comes Stutzman to throw his hat in the ring. Going to drive around the 17 on the high side. No, he's not. 33 makes the pass, slides up, throws a little bit of a slider block there. .41 complete, coming to complete. I guess we just completed 41. We're coming to complete 42 now. Check in back here with Mollett and Gerber. Lucas Edwards, Michael Dow, Bill Gentry, all on pit road. Bill Gentry appears to have parked it. Michael Dow coming down, unsure, taking tires. Lucas Edwards taking tires as well on that 76 National Guard Dodge Intrepid. Bill Gentry appeared to have parked it here. Michael Dow rolling off pit road now. That is a good looking Mountain Dew live wire scheme. I'm not sure if that is pretty sure that is a Kane era Everham car. Don't think Bill Elliott ran much of the Mountain Dew stuff. The number 91 Mountain Dew Livewire machine was piloted by Casey Atwood in 2003. So that would have been after Mayfield took over the 19. 2003 would have been Bill Elliott's farewell season from full-time racing. Bit of a awesome Bill fan for those who couldn't tell. $50 complete. We're just past halfway. Adam Thompson, Jason Ross, Steve Gerber, Richard Leclerc, all on pit road. Let's see how long your leader stays out. Yes, 2003 was the year Bill Elliott hung up full-time competition. Jamie Horn in the 98, down on pit road. Mark Dumont in the 17. Green flag pit cycle is begun to commence. Oh, and we're going to have a caution in the middle of green flag stops. Jason Ross going around. Let's see what happened to the double O machine. Oh, gets lost in the washboards hard into the outside wall. No retaining barrier. No contact anywhere else. That is going to throw a wrench in a lot of folks' plan. There are just 9 cars in the lead lap at the moment. We'll have a lot of wave arounds here. Stutzman coming down. Armigio going to come down as well. Horn is the first car on the lead lap. Thompson on the... yeah, Horn, the first car on the lead lap. Looks like 4 or 5 cars are going to get a wave around here. And the rest are going to be a lap down. Everybody in front of him will catch a lucky break and get a lap back. Good pit strategy from Horn, being on pit road at the exact right time. In an event he couldn't control. Timed out, lucky. Ooh, a couple cars going to come down pit road right in front of the leader. was the 71 of Thompson. And the 00 of Jason Ross back down to probably get some more damage repaired. Or take a fast repair. Jennings still scored your leader at the moment. All these cars in front of them, in theory, should catch a wave around. Well, that was a nice 40-some-odd lap green flag run we had. Started to run into green flag pit cycles. And they got some wrenches thrown into them. We'll see how it plays out for the guys who pitted early and are going to get their lap back here shortly. There goes the wave arounds. It's going to be Jennings, Warman, Simon, Mollett, and McMahon, your top 5. Stephen Buonomo, still in 6th spot, has not advanced nor fallen back. He has been in 6th place this entire time. Which is honestly a more impressive feat than moving forward, in my opinion. Means you're consistent. And consistency will win you a championship. Lights are off on the pace car. Horn has caught the field. Looks like the wave around guys have caught the field. Very long line on the inside. Of the wave around cars. It's like up to 10th is a lap down. Dumont is first car 1 lap down. Wilkerson, Edwards, Thompson 1 lap down. Ross, Dow 2, Leclerc 2, Gerber 2, Brown several, Gentry several, Powell out of the race. Pace car's off. We're going to send them to green one more time. Coming to complete lap number 57. Big jump, great jump from the 91. Simon able to match that as well. Going to peek and nose underneath that number 31 machine. But 31 got a slide down, stop that move. 27 makes a big charge. Looks like potentially a little caught. Ugh. 24 squeezes the 31 up. 31 sliding back a little bit. I believe he is on a little bit older tires. Oh, no, he is on the same pit strategy as everybody else. Everybody on the lead lap pitted at lap 53. Jennings, however, way up front. .30 remain. It is still Jennings up front. Biggest move of the race is the 87 machine of Jeremiah Stutzman, up 12 spots. Gary Armigio up 10. Warman, McMahon, Simon all up 8. Biggest heartbreak of the race right now. Steve Gerber down 14 spots. started outside pole and is trapped a lap down. Simon just a touch faster than Jennings here on this run. 27 to go. We have a little bit of a race brewing for the win here. Simon's 85 to Jennings 93. That number 27, Shoney's machine, looking good here in the late stages. Jonathan Jennings still seemed to maintain the pace he's at. Field pretty spread out here. Only 10 on the lead lap, however. So not much racing for position happening. Wilkerson and Thompson are 2 cars for position. Mark Dumont is the first car on the lead lap. Thompson, John Smith is not for position, but they are duking it out. John Smith, first car, or last car on the lead lap, with a little bit of front fender damage there. 23 remain. These two have created a 1.3 second gap over Mollett in the 94 machine. Stutzman looking to make a move on McMahon here. Tight up on the back bumper of the 24 machine. As it looks like Jamie Horn working on the back bumper of Stephen Buonomo for the 7th spot. Shows a nose. Horn on the bottom, trying to make a move. Gets a good drive down in the corner, going to slide up, make the pass. 7th belongs to Horn. Has a long way to go if he wants to get back up front. 20 remain. Still Jennings leading. Simon 2nd, Malla 3rd, Warman in 4th. 6th is Justin McMahon. 13th, or up 13 spots, is Jeremiah Stutzman in 6th. Jamie Horn back 5 in 7th. Buonomo in 8th. Armigio 9th. Up 9 spots. What a great run going for the 7 machine. John Smith, first car, or last car on the lead lap, in 10th. First car lap down is Adam Thompson, the 71 machine. Mark Dumont in 12th. Wilkerson 13th. Lucas Edwards in 14th. Jason Ross up 5 spots in 16th. Down 13 is the 8 machine of Steve Gerber. Tough break for him, all on pitch strategy. Richard Leclerc in 17th. Michael Dow is 18th. Kevin Brown still on the track is 19th. Bill Gentry 20th. Kevin Powell parked it. That is the 20 cars remaining on the track. 17 remain. Not much racing action to report. Everybody if not a second, multiple seconds apart. Warman and Mullet, the two closest for third. Warman making the charge back. Warman running about a half a lane up. McMahon about 2.5 lanes up, but not quite enough to maybe slide underneath. Mullet looks like he's driving it down, letting it drift up. Up front still Jennings and Simon. 14 remain. We're getting down to the nitty gritty here. Warren looks like he's making another run at Mullet here. Not a lot to work with. Ooh, as I say that, 31 gets a good run driving down the hill. Is going to show nose on the 94. Door to door they run into turn 1. Still side by side out of 2. 31 going to get the momentum off the bottom, clear the 94 by several cars. McMahon going to capitalize on that move as well. Going to slide into the 4th spot. Mullet back to 5th. Up front is Jennings lapping the number 50 car of Michael Dow again. As we have 2 hands in the air from Barney on the flag stand, we have 10 remaining. Christopher Simon fading back. Almost a second gap between him and the leader, Jonathan Jennings, who's been putting on a clinic tonight. Coming to complete lap number 80. 81, that is. Had a couple cautions in the early stages. Missed botched restart from the 91. That is the only misstep he has had. Once he has gotten back up front, he has walked away, honestly, from the field. And we have a caution. We have a caution. We have several cars crashed. Adam Thompson, Mark Dumont, Gary Armigio, Lucas Edwards. All involved, and I believe that is all of them right there. Let's take a look. Oh, big checkup from the 71. Or from the 70, the 71, nowhere to go. The 8 involved. Ah, dang, I missed it. Here we go. Coming into turn 3. '71 looks like he pushed, maybe slid up in front of the 71. 71 checked up. 8 nowhere to go. Hits both of them. Oh, Gary Dumont and gets collected. Victim of circumstances. Sees him crash and goes low. Ooh. Usually it looked like he had it saved, thought he had it saved, and Mark Dumont was there and tagged him. A couple cars staying out to get a lap back, including the 8. Of Jamie Horn. Oh no, he's going to go down as well. Oh no, 8 fakes him out. Looks like the 8 is going to stay out, get a lap back. Tyler Mollett stayed out. Did not go down and take tires. That will be your leader. That is a bold strategy. Oh, no, he didn't. Tyler Mollett beat Jonathan Jennings out of pit road. With a 10-second, he took right side tires, looks like a 10-second stop to Jonathan Jennings' 14-second stop. He must have saw something on that green flag stop that made him think that the tire temp differential is not going to create a driving issue. Wilkerson going to go down pit road. There goes your wave around cars. Of Horn and I'm not sure who the other one was. No, that was Steve Gerber. And Steve Gerber was your only wave around. We're going to go green with a natural green-white checker. Well, it'll be a green-white checker. Lights are off on the pace car. We're going to have 3 to go at the line. Mollett, Jennings, Simon, Warman, your top 4. Horn in the 98. McMahon in the 24. Going to round out your top 3 rows. Buonomo, Stutzman, Smith, the only remaining cars on the lead lap. 9 cars on the lead lap for 4 laps. Jonathan Jennings asleep. Simon around. Oh, there's chaos and carnage. Warman involved. Stutzman involved. Let's take a look. Ooh, tire spin from the 91. I seen it. Watch the back of the 91 wiggle. Right there. On a gear shift. 31 checks up. Gets into the 91. 91 gets into the 27. Hooks him. Sends him into the wall. 91 clears it. 31 involved. Here comes Stutzman. Hard into the driver's door to the 31. 98 into the back of the 31. Ooh, 117 hard into the back of the 31. That is going to send the 31 down the pit road for a fast repair. Mollett, McMahon, Jennings, your top 3. Stutzman up 15 spots. Talk about a drive. Started 19th up to 4th. We're going to have ourselves, I believe, a green-white checker. I'm not sure how many attempts we're going to get. Ooh, Stutzman, heavy damage on the front of that 87 machine. Heavy damage on the right front of that machine. Not necessarily an aero-dependent track, but these are pretty aero-dependent cars. A little bit of damage there on the front of the 91 machine. We're going to have 10 cars in the lead lap this time. Mullet still up front, survives the carnage. Tough break for a lot of fast cars there. Warman back to 8th with the fast repair. Simon 9th with the fast repair, looks like. Mark Dumas on pit road. Michael Dow, Gerber on pit road. Gerber's still a lap down, looks like. Lights are going to go off, looks like this time. Lights are off on the pace car. Mullet, McMahon, Jennings, Stutzman, your top 4. Horn, Smith going to make up that front 3 rows. Buonomo, Warman, 7th, 8th, 9th, Simon, 10th, Edwards. 10 cars remain on the lead lap. We're about to go green with some free racing. The scheduled distance was 90 laps. We're coming to lap 92. Pace car's off. Mullet on 2 tires. Gets a great jump over McMahon. Jennings able to time the restart well as well behind the 94. McMahon ripping the lip, banging the boards like Kyle Larson in the 24 machine. Going to take a huge lead. And we have another yellow. Buonomo having issues. Off track, on track, off track. Oh, John Smith. Big trouble. A little far back for this incident. All right, here we are. Green flag. Here we go. Spins the tires on the shift. Collects Buonomo the 7. That's going to be your checker flag. 1 green, white checker attempt. Tyler Malt's going to bring home the win. McMahon 2nd. Jonathan Jennings 3rd. Stutzman 4th. Horn 5th. Simon 6th. Warman in 7th. John Smith 8th. Edwards 9th. Buonomo 10th. Armigio, first car lap down in 11th. Wilkerson 12th. Gerber 13th. Leclerc 2 laps down in 14th. Dow 15th. Dumont 16th. Gentry 17th. 19th is Adam Thompson. And then Brown, Ross, Powell, Engel, the remaining 4 cars. biggest mover of the race is Stutzman, up 15. Mollet up 6. Adam Thompson, Kevin Powell, both down 13 spots from where they started. Tyler Mollet burning it down, celebrating a hard-earned win. Waiting for some drivers to hop in. The waiting room, here they come. We'll grab third place, Jonathan Jennings. Hey, Jonathan, and it's Alex up here in the Intensity booth. You got me?
Can you get me now?
I got you now. Well, that's first off, that's a very sharp live wire Evernham Atwood paint scheme. I'm a bit of a Bill Elliott fan myself, so that was my favorite paint on the track. Well, once we went green flag, you kind of put on a clinic, just keeping a pretty steady gap. But it seemed like you struggled in the restarts. Was it tire spinning that you were struggling with, or you just not getting them timed out right?
Well, one of the restarts, I restarted in third just to try it, and the late restart, I spun a little bit, I let off, and then I got hit from behind, which turned me into the 27, so I'm not sure how that'll be ruled. That's really up to, technically I'm an admin, but that'll be up to somebody else, so I'm not sure if this third place will stick or not, but we'll see.
All right, I can't find a schedule for you guys. Where are you guys at next week?
That's a good question. Give me just a second, I'll pull it up. Bristol, maybe? What I want to say. That's Bristol, Auto Club, Talladega, in Atlanta.
All right, so you're heading to Bristol next.
I think.
All right. Well, how you feel about your how you feel about Bristol in the Gen 4s? Is it
No idea. Never been there. In this car, never really been at most of these tracks, to be honest. Don't have much experience in the Gen 4, so it's gonna be.
from what experience I have in them, they are quite the handful to drive. So I do not envy you tonight, especially as wavy as this track is.
Yeah, so we're off next week for Thanksgiving, and then it's Bristol.
Alrighty. Well, enjoy your Thanksgiving break before I kick you out of here. Friends, family, sponsors you'd like to thank?
You guys for the broadcast, Daniel and all the admins for putting this stuff together, and all these guys out here racing fills up every week and help put on this little bit of show we do, and Tyler and Justin on a good finish.
All right. Well, hopefully they get a chance to talk to you next week because it won't be me.
All right.
All right. Let's grab second place. Second place, Justin McMahon. This is Alex up here in the Intensity booth. You got me?
Yeah, I got you.
Quite the drive from you tonight. Up 9 spots to finish P2. What was it like through the windshield of that DuPont Chevrolet?
It was pretty exciting and nerve-wracking at times. Early on I thought I had some damage, so I ended up those early cautions taking my stroll down pit road and starting at the back again. So kind of nerve-wracking having to deal with coming back all the way up through traffic and stuff. But car was really good in the long run. It felt really good. I was making up some ground on them. But other than that, I mean, I kind of wished it was going to stay green. I thought we had a pretty good plan in place for us to, get a top 5 finish. But it actually ended up working out for us at the end. It was pretty good.
Yeah, I believe on that the long green flag run, I believe you got up to 6th before the caution.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, somewhere there.
Yeah, pretty solid run. Pretty solid run. Next race, I believe you're off next week. Next race you head to Bristol, I think is what he said. How you feel about
I
Bristol?
believe so. I believe so. Uh, Bristol's probably one of my favorite tracks to race at. I always seem to do fairly well there. If we can stay out of trouble, it's kind of like a roll of the dice there too, depending on where we qualify, and then depending on if it goes green or not, and we get lap traffic. Um, how if we have to battle with that, so we just kind of have to try to stay clean, and if that happens, I think we should be up near the front to have a chance for the win.
Alrighty. Before I kick you out of here, got any friends, family, sponsors you'd like to thank?
Yeah, Daniel for the league, Doghouse. He does a good job, and if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be able to do this. He's puts on a hell of a league, and all the guys in the admin that that keep the league going and everything to take some of the weight off of Daniel. You guys for doing the broadcast, and congrats to teammate Tyler for the win tonight.
Alrighty. Well, hopefully you guys have a good finish. Get a chance to talk to, I believe it is Josh that does this week normally.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Well, I got approached to fill in for Atlee, so Josh must have been busy as well.
You did a pretty good job, I guess.
So
So
the
that's good.
backup for the backup is me.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate it.
Alrighty. Best of luck to you the rest of the season.
Yeah. Thanks.
All right. Let's talk to your winner, Tyler Malt. This is Alex up here in the Intensity booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, buddy.
So what was going through your mind on that? Was that a 2-tire stop at the end?
Yeah, I told him I knew my right sides. I was cooking them during that race, and I said the only way I'm gonna get the track position here is just take a gamble and take those right sides. And fortunately, it paid off for us tonight, and it feels great for something to pay off like this 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, not very often have I ever rolled the dice on 2 tires and it came out in my favor. So I'm glad to see it does work every once in a while. But I believe the 94 Ford Auto Care car was a mid-pack car most of the race, making some moves forward, making some moves backwards. Any notable moments there for you out of the windshield of that 94 machine?
Yeah, definitely towards the end of the run, I was really struggling to get that thing to turn. I using all the brake I could to get it seated, and I just couldn't keep the right sides on it no matter what I was doing. So I really expected at best a top 10, and I thought that was all we had in the car. But like I said, luck plays out sometimes.
Yeah, I believe you guys head to Bristol, not this next week, but the week after. How you feel about the last great Coliseum in the Gen 4 cars?
Bristol's always a fun track. It's short tracking, and I love short tracking. So we got a good group of drivers, and like I said, tonight was pretty good, pretty clean race, all things considered, how difficult the track is. So I think Bristol's going to be just as fun.
Alrighty, before I kick you on out of here, any friends, family, sponsors you'd like to thank for your performance?
Yeah, I'd like to. First of all, I'm going to shout out the entire teammates: Kevin, Daniel, Gary, Jamie, Jeremiah, Jonathan, Justin, K Doggy, Steve, Bill. I got to thank all those guys because I wouldn't be half the driver I am without them. And I'd like to thank Mom and Dad. They tune in, watch this stuff, cheer me on. They get excited. And then my fiance also, she tunes in, watches all these races, and it feels great to have her be a part of this. And thanks to you all too for putting on the broadcast, man, because they're awesome to watch, and it's great to go back and relive those moments.
Yeah, my dad used to watch these broadcasts way back with Original Rebels, and he would text me in the middle of the race and like, "You need to do this, run this line, you'll get around this guy." And then now he's on iRacing, and we get a race together. It's a pretty good time to get to bang doors with the old man every Sunday night.
Yeah, there's nothing better than have your family be a part of this, so it feels good to have them there,
Yes,
supporting me
sir.
and cheering me on. Like,
all right, well, best of luck the rest of the season, and hopefully you get to come back up here and talk to Josh.
sounds good, man. I appreciate it.
Alrighty, well, that's all I have for you fine folks tonight. And as always, the way I close out my broadcasts with a great quote from a wise man. And that wise man once